Hey guys, it's John Cincola. Today I'm going to take you through some different variations of probably my all-time favorite drilling game, which is just simply kitchen line skinny singles. So you've had your drilling session with your partner, you've worked on all your dinks, you've done everything. In my opinion, this is one of the best games to get a ton of reps, but at the same time be able to put all the skills together, okay? So I'm going to walk you through some different variations and progressions that I like to do of this game. The first one is pretty simple. You're just going to be straight ahead from your partner. We're going to be going half court. We're going to start it with a neutral dink, and then it's basically a live ball, okay? We can dink, we can speed up, we can do whatever we want, and typically I would play this to either 7 or 11, okay? Oh. Oh, nice point, Rick. All right, one more. Oh, he tried to pull the trigger right away on me. Oh, nice. Good stuff. Okay, so in this straight ahead game, the skills that you're mostly working on, you're not going to be able to gain a lot with your dink. Not a ton of space to get my opponent moved off the court or in a ton of trouble or create opportunities. So most of what you're working on is going to be having to find spots of attacking through your opponent. Where can I jam him up? How can I make him feel kind of awkward with attacks? How can I disguise my attacks? So that's going to be mostly what you're working on in this straight ahead version. Next, we're going to move to a cross court version. Again, similar rules. You just got this half court extended back. One main difference that I like to do in the cross court version is I like to have this area be what I call a reset box, okay? So if I pulled Rick way wide off the court on a forehand dink, in a real game, it would not be a smart shot for him to try to go ahead and go out there wide, Rick. It would not be a smart shot for him to try to go all the way back cross court, because I'm going to be standing here reaching in, and also he's off the court and then hitting back and leaving his partner kind of on an island. So when you're really moved off the court, you want to reset the ball in front of you. So we're going to allow that in this game. If Rick gets in trouble and he gets moved off the court, first of all, he could ATP if it's wide enough, but also he can use the middle of this box as a reset, and he can only hit one of those in a row, okay? So he could hit to this box once, and then he's got to resume back over here. So if I moved it out like that, he can go there, come back, and now we're still continuing the point. What he cannot do is hit this box from an inside ball. So if I gave him a ball here, he can't just randomly hit over to this box. That would be out. It's for resets only, okay? So here's what this would look like. So that's why he doesn't want to come back cross court, because if I hit that ball wide, I'm going to be moving over here and looking to reach in. If he can reset it here, he can neutralize that shot. Perfect, there we go. Good. Okay, nice point. Okay, so there's a good example right there of what we're really working on mainly in this game. As compared to the straight ahead, there's going to be a lot more movement. We're now working with angles so we can create openings in the court. So one really important aspect of this is covering the middle. If I hit a wide ball to Rick's forehand, in a real game, my coverage would be covering this middle and helping out my partner. So in this game, I've got to come over and be covering his potential speed up through here. Go ahead and hit one harder, Rick. So that's a shot I should be covering if I were playing a doubles game. And that's represented here because Rick could hit that ball and get it to land here, okay? So we got to make sure we're really moving and following the ball. Okay, so that's our cross court. So now for the next progression, we're getting even more difficult. We're going to introduce this 70% concept back in, okay? So now we're going to play cross court, but we've got to cover against 70% of the kitchen line. You still only have half of your kind of depth to cover, but we're going to have to cover a lot more kitchen line, okay? So you're going to see a lot more movement here between us. There we go. Oh, he had it. All right. Remember, guys, if you're looking to evolve your pickleball game, make sure you subscribe to Selkirk TV for all the latest podcasts and lesson courses. Okay, so for the last progression of this, we're going to kind of put it all together. So what I like to do after we've done each direction and kind of dialed in each stroke is we'll play one kind of based on score. Okay, so for example, 0-0 starts like this. We'd play out the point, cross court. Okay, I won that point. So I move, Rick stays. So now it's 1-0, and now we're playing straight ahead, okay? We just continue like that. If Rick scores the next point, then we'd be going 1-1 in the other cross court. Obviously, the advantage of this is now we're doing everything we worked on, but we're in different patterns every single point. So more like a real game where you're gonna see, you know, a cross court pattern followed by a down the line. You're gonna see all different shots and patterns followed one right after the other.